Hello. Wow, we have a special surprise for you in this brief but power-packed episode. By the way, shortening helps two things: biscuits and sermons. Coming up, we'll be throwing the spotlight on a fellow many SDA are likely branding as a heretic or, to others, an iconoclast named Ryan Day. Ryan, who not long ago quit the SDA Church, was formerly on staff with Three Angels Broadcasting Network, 3ABN. And before that, an evangelist with Amazing Facts Ministry, Doug Batchelor and Company. He doesn't mince words in his saying that the SDA Church has a contradictory message about who makes up the remnant. Ryan pulls no punches in saying that SDA has a public position on it, while privately they hold a totally different stance on the matter, like a Jekyll and Hyde. We, of course, welcome everyone's input, SDA or non-SDA, about the issue in the attendant comment section. But particularly, if you're an SDA, pray tell, how do you begin to reconcile the glaring discrepancy on the part of Seventh-day Adventists concerning the remnant by SDA trying to play both sides of the street, as it were, according to Ryan Day? Reiterating, though, comments from everybody are highly welcome. Here now is the man himself, Ryan Day.
I believe in the general concept that clearly the Bible says that God has a remnant, but the church clearly teaches the Seventh-day Adventist Church is the remnant church of Bible prophecy. I don't agree with that. I think God's remnant people are a people that he have all over this world. And they keep the commandments, and they have the faith of Jesus, the testimony of Jesus. A large percentage of that is not Seventh-day Adventist. And our evangelists and ministers will say this in the pulpits when we're preaching our evangelistic series. When we get to the topic on the true church, we know that God's got his people all over this planet. And, we've got our little ways of saying it. But at the end of the day, when that person has to stand up there and agree to those baptismal vows, the Seventh-day Adventist Church is the remnant church of Bible prophecy.
I'm an independent SDA, and I'm not a fence straddler when it comes to the topic of God's remnant. I fully believe the remnant is comprised of faithful followers of Christ on a global scale, regardless of a connection to a denomination, an affiliation, or an earthly organization. They're synonymous with God's true spiritual Israel. Their marching orders must stem from Revelation 14:12, saying, "Here is the endurance of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and have their faith in Jesus." BTW, at this channel, we believe that a Bible owned that's not read won't save anybody. And a Bible read but not obeyed won't save anybody either. Thanks for listening. We do appreciate relevant comments.